Bit about if you've been following us on Facebook, and then of course if you've been install the casket. I'm not going to do the casket today. A lot of people keeps asking me. The reason being is on August 5th, 1926, Aron Houdini did the same endurance stunt. That was 2 months before he passed away. He went an hour and a half, sealed in a casket with no air. Which at the time was the world record. Since then, it's gotten beat, and right now stands at 4 hours and 31 minutes. The guy who done that claims to have suffered brain damage. He actually gets a disability check because of this escape. It is very real, and I believe will be the most dangerous thing I've ever done. I've been set on fire. I've been locked up with the world's most poisonous snake.
In a car.
Yep. I mean, you name it, and I think I've done it. So we keep coming up with new things. And this is one thing that I've always wanted to do and practice for, but it never got to do. And then it was last week when Keith and I was going back and forth. If you saw our Facebook, he didn't want me to do it. It wasn't what he thought it was. Back and forth. Finally, I talked him into it. It is very real. So later today, a lot of people's wanting to, if you're not going to be here tomorrow, I understand that. But I have to wait until tomorrow. I have to do it on that day. It's important. But I will lay in it, and you can take pictures. If you're not going to be here tomorrow, we'll make some pictures if you'd like, stuff like that. But about what will go on once I'm inside. For one, how many's going to be here tomorrow? It's a world record. So, just to get up to that point, a lot of things could go wrong. I've instructed if the table breaks and I fall over, don't open that casket. Unless I radio, or there'll be a heart monitor on the outside and my heart stops for a certain amount of period. This is weird. They actually know that my heart will stop. But for a certain length of time, we've told them to go on with it. My heart's allowed to stop. I'm going to explain that in just a minute. But once I'm inside, Batesville casket gives you about 20 minutes of oxygen. Athletes and people who can reserve their oxygen and can go, they think it's impossible to go 2 hours. If you watch Mythbusters, they tried to seal a casket with Jamie inside, and then they actually at one time tried to bury it. They said it was impossible to go longer than 2 hours. So I will destroy 2 hours. I know that. 4.5, I don't know. I've done 4. But after about 2 minutes, or 2 hours, you start hallucinating. I take a blood thinner in the morning at about 2 o'clock in the morning. This is real. This isn't, it's what I've chosen to do. And it is very dangerous. And the fact that I could die inside there is very real. We'll have heart monitors on the outside. Where's the nurse at? Where's Robin? All right, and there's Robin. You got the heart monitor with you? Will you come up? Guys, this is Robin Terry. He's going to be one that watches my O2 levels and my heart. And we have any other nurses, doctors?
Actually, I have an EMT, not a nurse.
EMT.
Yep.
Nurses, raise your hand up. You actually helped. Well, she actually helped deliver Amadeus, our son, 4 months ago. Where is Savannah? Savannah, what are you going to school to be? Doctor. All right. And is there any other medical people? Well, Dr. McLovin.
I want to play one on TV.
That's a really scary thought.
All right. Now, all these people, I'm sure, will agree with me when you say it's impossible for a human being, without suffocating himself, to just stand here in front of an audience. It's impossible to stop my heart and then restart it back. Would you say that's impossible?
Yeah.
Can I stop my heart? Just standing here? Think I can do it? Is that medically possible, Savannah? Doctor? Lena? What's that? Oh, with some drugs? Well, Kentucky. So I mean, this is something they say is medically, it's impossible for a person, for you don't have that control to just sit here, stop my heart, start it back up. But if you could, if you don't have a heartbeat, you don't need oxygen. So in 5 hours, instead of my heart beating 12,000 times, and I only beat 100 times. That's the idea behind this escape. I think I'm the only person in the world that can stop my heartbeat. Stop their heartbeat. He's going to hook me up to an O2 and a heart monitor. Just these are what you see in the hospital, just by the finger. And is the sound on? Yep. Pretty high, but I just got out of a straitjacket. My O2 is this O2 on the left?
98%.
98. And my heart is what?
About 117, 118.
117, so a little high. And you can hear my heart, correct? Now without me moving my hand, covering up like we used to do, a demonstration would be stop the sound, or maybe you could look at the heart rate. And I'll just stop my heart. Maybe I know something that you don't. One thing I promise you all, this is a very dangerous endurance stunt. And I promise you, I really am stopping my heartbeat. I found out I could do this about 6 years ago. I was at the doctor's office and I had a kidney stone. And they were monitoring and I was having panic attacks. And by doing that, the doctors just freaked out. They said they'd never seen it before. And they said it was impossible. It does hurt, believe it or not. And I can't use any energy until I start it back up. What's your name? Dave. Dave, take this. You see the oxygen is on the left?
Yeah.
Is that right, Rob?
Yep.
And the heart is on the right? Mm-hmm. What is my heart rate?
113.
Tell me what it is in about 30 seconds.
It's 111. And then there's nothing. Comes up with a heart with a slash through it.
That's a bad sign.
Yeah. And now it's back up.
Oh my God.
Does anybody else? Does anyone else have a heart monitor? We could use your heart monitor if you bring it tomorrow.
Does he not die after 30 seconds of having his heart stop?
Practice self-stop.
Practice.
I think I was blessed to do this, to be able to do this escape. The reason why I say that, everything that I do has been directed at Houdini. I'll set this up here. You can take it with you. Thank you, Robin. Robin will be watching me stay alive all day tomorrow. Guinness Book has nobody that can do that. But because it's so dangerous, they won't make it a record. It is very dangerous. That's, important that you guys understand. It is not an escape. It is, if my heart stops for longer than a certain amount of time, they know to get me out. It will get up to about 130 degrees in the casket for 5 hours. And if you are here and I come out and I've soiled myself, keep in mind that I'm being serious. This is a world record. It's a world record, people. So I got to do what I got to do. I'm not going to, after midnight, I'm not going to drink anything. I'm going to take my pill I have to take at 2 o'clock to actually thin in my blood to make this a little easier. But other than that, I'm going to do my best to set a world record here at Mid-Zone.